Ady, today was the day that you were hoping to announce the signing, but that's failed to materialise. Can you tell us where you are with that at the moment?
Yeah, just obviously I was hoping to sign him today, like I said before, but just a couple of things have popped up which we're just still negotiating with the agent and obviously the player. So in an ideal world it would have been signing today, but that happens in football. I'm not saying that we've lost him or this, that and the other, but we're just negotiating. So hopefully that will be done in the near future, but time-wise I don't know.
And you said earlier last week that there would be hopefully another 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You still haven't finished your
No.
signing spree as yet.
No, I haven't. Again, it's just negotiating and speaking to people, meeting them up and down the country. So it's I wish we'd just have a chat on the phone and then everybody agrees and everything else. But it's like 3 or 4 way parties, different people speaking to. But no, I'm still looking and obviously still talking. I've got my targets. 2 or 3 of them halfway down the road, but obviously not concrete at the moment.
You're back in the first week in July. Do you think your squad will be done and dusted then, or do you still think there'll be a few little tweaks?
Yeah, possibly. All depends how long these other targets that I've got will take. We're always looking obviously for better players, obviously, but there'll be people leaving as well, which I said last time I spoke to you. So yeah, there'll be maybe a couple of little movements here or there. So we'll have to see really.
Okay, great. This week I've got 2 questions from the fans via the Forest Green forum.
Yeah.
One of the fans goes by the name of Foggy. Don't know his real name, but okay. He's called Foggy.
Yep.
He wanted to ask you, is it possible that it would only be the club captain in a situation where there's problems with the referee? He would be the only person to talk to the referee, like they do in rugby.
Yeah, no, I like the rugby situation. I like it. You never see, how physical rugby is. And I love it. I love watching rugby, and the way they are, the way they respect the referee is. I think that hopefully, and one day it will come into football. But I'm not saying we're as passionate as rugby, but there's a lot of passion obviously on the football pitch. But that rule will come in really. I would love to see that come into the game, but I don't think that rule will come in until someone says, look, you're going to get a ban or something like that. Someone's drastically got to happen, but. Yeah, that'd be great. I totally agree with that. What Foggy said, I agree. But obviously with the situation with the goal, that wasn't a goal. Everyone's passion was like, even though obviously I imagine Foggy was saying on the sidelines that wasn't a goal, and he was passionate. So how I see it is that we're still supporters of the football club, obviously, but we're over the white line. We're the other side of the white line. So obviously the supporters get passionate, and so do we. But obviously we've just got to curve it. We've got to be professional. But obviously the players know how I want to work with. I don't want no answering back to the referee and this, that, and the other. And obviously I've told them after that game. On the Thursday. I told them on the Thursday when we was in next. Obviously the way we done it wasn't perfect. But again, I still say to this day that if we didn't say anything, we would have lost that game. But no, I agree what Foggy said. I would like to see that. I would love to see that come into the game of football, that the referee and the captain get together, and then the captain go off to speak to the player or the players and go from there. But I agree with him.
Yeah. Do you think it will have to be a rule that comes from the FA, nothing that a club can implement themselves?
Yeah, I think it's got to come from the FA because there's a lot of different characters on the pitch. Don't get me wrong, I have said, and I'm adamant to say I don't like yellow cards through verbally having to go at the referee or verbally having to go at other players or kicking the ball away. Silly things like that really gets to me, so they know that. But yeah, I agree with that one.
Great. We've got another one from a chap called Tomo.
Yeah.
He was interested in the Stephen Brogan situation. Obviously this week Stephen Brogan has signed for Southport,
yeah.
But he feels he was never given a chance at Forest Green. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not speaking out of turn. I've spoke to obviously Brogues himself and told him it just wasn't for me. That happens in football. Obviously, I inherited him. He just wasn't the type of player that I wanted here. But I do wish him all the best. He's a lovely lad. He's a great character, and hopefully, maybe it wasn't his club for him. Players do move to club to club, and once they're settled and that club is right for that player, then hopefully he'll do well. But that's the situation with Brogues. Obviously, even the previous manager, Dave, he wasn't playing as regularly as he was for Dave. So, but that's football. That is. I've openly said it to Brogues, and it just wasn't for me.
Great. Finally, Hereford have dropped out of the league, which has given Chester a reprieve. What are your feelings on Hereford going out?
Oh, I think such a massive shame. It's a lovely club. I just feel sorry for the supporters. The supporters are there year after year after year. They've been there 10, 20, 30, 40 years maybe. Obviously, players, chairmen, directors, they come and go, but the people that stay there and support the club obviously are the supporters. So I'm really disappointed for them, and it's a shame because obviously they've done really well staying in the league. Peter Beale done really well there to keep them in the league, but it's a massive shame. But obviously a reprieve for Chester. So obviously Chester will be like they've swum the channel, I suppose. But other than that, really feel sorry for Hereford, and let's hope they bounce back as soon as possible.
Okay, brilliant. Cheers.